Alright guys, today we are going to review the Williams USA fractional socket set. These are 6 points and they go from 1/4 inch to 1 inch, and the part number is right here, WSB 13HRC, and again 1/4 inch to 1 inch, high polished, super torque. Williams is owned by Snap-on, and these sockets look a whole lot like the Snap-on sockets, and I'll show you that. You'll notice here the 3/4 inch socket is missing, and that's because right down here I'm going to compare apples to apples. On this side I have the Williams socket, and on this side I have the Snap-on socket. This is the 19 millimeter. 3/4 inch is 19.05 millimeters. So these are incredibly close in size, about as close as any in the set you can get. And we'll look at the Snap-on socket first for comparison. So it's flat up here and gets necked down into this area here where the wording and the little knurling is. The back's flat with a little dished out area for you to guide your anvil of your ratchet in. You can see the broaching there, and you can see the machining inside the socket. Looks really nice. There's a little bit of dirt in there. It's a used socket. And this is the brand new Williams. So it's flat up top, gets necked down. Much more basic writing, but writing. It's got this little groove in it here. And the broaching is basically identical to the Snap-on. And the back side is basically identical. So let's flip these over and look at them really side by side. They look the same. And let's lay them down right next to each other. They look the same except for the lettering section and this little groove cut in the Williams. Let's turn them face up. Other than the fact that there's been brake cleaner in this one, they look pretty much the same. A little bit of a different color inside this socket, but I don't think that's going to affect performance. Now, I've got the spline drive adapter for my Jeep lug nuts. This part here is 19 millimeter or 3/4. That's the reason it's made that way. And I've played with it some. So when I put it in the Williams socket, I don't see much in the way of space. And when I put it in the Snap-on socket, I don't see much in the way of space. So this is the Snap-on socket. And that's all the play I can get out of it. And this is the Williams socket. Remembering that the Williams socket is 5/100ths larger. That's all the play I can get out of it. It's not enough of a difference in play for me to tell a difference. Based on the fact that it's not enough of a difference in play for me to tell a difference, and the fact that these sockets look identical, like they might come off the exact same machine, I highly recommend these Williams sockets. I got these off of Amazon. The new price, I want to say, was somewhere around $65. And right below that new price, there's like buy used, or returned or whatever for whatever price. I got these for $55 shipped from Suncoast Tools is where they came from. So $55 shipped for what look to be Snap-on sockets, guys. I want to say to go from 1/4 inch to 1 inch in Snap-on, you'd be a little over $200. I don't think the set is actually a 13-piece set. I think it's a 10-piece set is what you get from Snap-on. You don't get the 1/4 inch, I don't think, and you don't get the 1 inch or the 15/16. I think from here to here is what you get in Snap-on. So this is a bigger set, looks like the same sockets, moves like the same sockets. The broaching to me is identical. This one being the Super Torque again, this one being the Snap-on. The chrome is every bit as beautiful, and I just really don't see a reason to pay more money for the Snap-on. Now, the reason this review is such a good one is because a lot of guys nowadays who are mechanics work on metric cars. Everything's in metric. Jeeps are metric, Fords are metric, everything's metric. So you go in a guy's toolbox and the metric side is Snap-on and the SAE side is Harbor Freight. Well, this is a very, very nice alternative to Harbor Freight. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, I won't even buy the metric Snap-ons. I'll just get the metric Williams. Let me stop you there, cowboy. The Williams metrics are made in Taiwan. And the short answer to which tools are made where in Williams seems to be if the part number starts with letters, then the set is made in the US. If it starts with numbers, then the set is made in Taiwan. Now that sounds very, very simple, but it seems to be true for everything I've seen. The one exception to that is there's a 19-piece screwdriver set that I'm aware of from Williams, and 4 of the screwdrivers in that set are made by, I believe, Baco, which is another Snap-on subsidiary, and those tools are made in Europe. And since those 4 screwdrivers aren't made in the USA, that set has a numerical part number, but all but those 4 screwdrivers are USA made Snap-on quality screwdrivers. So with that, get this Williams set one last time. That part number is WSB13HRC. Good looking sockets. They come on the rail. And get them from like the return bin for, save yourself $10. And then your SAE side on your toolbox won't look so much like Harbor Freight. They'll have a little made in USA class to it. Thanks guys. If this review was helpful to you, please like, comment, and subscribe.